继续我的霍格华兹的传承。他如果直接走主线的话，很多东西就不用玩了。不是他有那个什么农场系统吧，还是什么一些奇怪的东西？应该可以吧？只是如果把主线玩完，我就想把光碟卖掉了。光碟卖掉还可以回本一点，回一点。之后真的有想要玩的时候再把它买回来，就像只狼一样。可是那个魂系列的游戏真的掉很少那个价格啊，到现在都还可以卖到1100。我不晓得。
I trust Revelio was able to accommodate you and that you found success in your endeavors.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate. And keep your wand steady. On the proper movement. Concentration. And keep your wand.
Dun 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 dun. 我刚那个时间是多少？0059是不是？53。没有。我是怕你睡不饱，才故意定比较早啊。
Good work.
Incendio.
哦，好像很强，可是只能用一下。嘿，为什么？
Incendio.
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to
你越
incinerate
来
yourself.
越上手。你只是没睡饱而已啊，闹个屁呀！你只是你那个都断断续续的睡，有没有一次睡？你就有点像少量多餐的那种感觉。
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
My orders.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restaurant. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
这个传送的也太密集。
Oi, can you help me?
Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow.
Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
I've never even met him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the
他
restricted
这个
section.
加入那个学院到底有什么用？
And I am. Meet me
看起来
outside the
跟主线
library
路线好
tonight
像没什么关系。
and tell no one.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than...
How concerned should I...
Madam Scribner doesn't take... She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
是睡着了，
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
我感觉好像我听到打呼的声音。冲啊！
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
We must remain unseen.
If I can see you, the prefects might be able to as well. Be careful.
Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me?
The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
The key. Here it is.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
Good grief.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think we'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's.
But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after.
Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Who have we here? Sebastian Cello and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell, I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search.
Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor. Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this one. That's it! Where might this lead?
等级限制，它的装备还有等级限制。
Revelio. Not surprising. Guards at the ready. Levioso. Accio. Potato. Revelio. This must be the way forward, but to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Protego. Accio.
It is a book after all.
Hmm? 落幕了。What's that？ 表哥睡着了，没反应了。刚刚还在那边可可爱爱的，现在没反应。这就跟那个交友软体的梅亚约2号看电影，就他2号上，他这礼拜要回屏东，他自己讲，我下礼拜要去台中啊。
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald? Professor Rackham?
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood? Professor McCaw?
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to
不是跟表
Hogwarts
哥
as a
说要
5th
吃
year.
饭。
I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganock, when we
然后
spoke
你不是
yesterday,
说还要去那
you
个哪
asked
里？
about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough.
你不是说他忘记？
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running
你
wild.
不是说他忘记？
It was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or
是在
traces
台北还是在
that
台
appear
中
when？ a particular form of ancient magic
那我
is
们不
wielded.
是
Ancient magic.
Few are capable of wielding it.
我们不
Hogwarts
是
itself
26号
is
他
a
见面吗？
stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganock.
Before I can
你
train
决
you to
定，不
wield
是我
such
决定啊，
magic,
是你说要
you
哪一
must
天啊？
first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select
人生就是要有些取舍。
As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
为什么去过？还有那个展览不会变。
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient.
你说谁？
I'm afraid I
想交友
must
吗？
take this to the headmaster. But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come
想对
alone.
生活有所突破吧。
If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy.
你说被谁封锁？
Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came
你
alone.
说被谁封锁？
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
很容易就被封锁，不是吗？对吧？就像你那个标记写的恶男，是吗？玩交友软体这件事情，一直被聊到封锁，我怎么知道？我也纳闷。关于这个问题，我也想知道为什么。不是这样吧？有吗？不是这样。你说我的感情故事的其中一 part， 我在讲的时候你都有在啊。我也是有想到才讲，不会一直想讲。对啊。只是最近这个还没有到想讲的时候。还没有消化完，所以就不想讲。哎，不知道，反正就这样吧。你是不是想八卦啊？
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox. It's inconceivable. It's Fig.
基本上我不会跟知情的当事人讲，我会找第三方不太知情的人讲。
Sir, I
就
was
是
able
说
to
这
search
个
the
你
restricted section while you were with
你在
Professor
这个
Black.
环境里面的话，就基本上就不太想讲。那如果你不是在这个环境的第三方朋友的话，我就可能就不会讲。
You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear
准时上线是吧？今天准时签到。嘿，嘿。
Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
其实我是北方人来着。
I understand. I'll see
其
what I
实
can learn
吃
about the
面
missing
比
pages
吃
while you're
饭容
gone.
易胖。
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than
可是吃
spellcasting.
面反而比较容易
Plenty to
胖
keep，me occupied while
这是
you're
很
gone.
神奇的地
You've
方。
done
虽然容易
exceptionally
饿，
well.
但是很容易
I
胖。
look forward to seeing all that
它
you've
是比
accomplished
饭
when
还
I
要
return.
精致点。
Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
升级了，可以换装备。
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to... Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
早八都准时，没有早八就不准时。
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
刚刚我想睡觉。
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls.
You know, there isn't such a thing as trying too hard.
这个游戏的步调会让我想睡觉。对啊。Overcook 是什么？哦，哦。
Punja's onion again.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
他不是还有什么搬家的吗？
Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
对啊。
We do look forward to growing together.
你说的那个是厨房，然后做菜，然后两个人合作。
Have everyone back together again. This year will
好像甚至还可以到4人的样子。
But the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge.
然后后来他有搬家的游戏啊，也是要2到4人合作的。
Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we?
Party animal.
First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new core and cut out the soil!
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket.
Moving
putting the
up.
mandrake right at
Moving
ease.
up.
Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid.
胡闹搬家。
Splendid work, everyone.
还有胡闹厨房，胡闹厨房，
At our potting tables. You can all get started.
胡闹厨房就是 overcooking。他的那个 movie out 就是胡闹。哦，そうですよね。死亡搁浅我之前玩过啊。对啊，我之前玩过。他出的时候我就买，我玩完之后就卖掉。超级鸡马啦，那也是4个人能玩到。
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil.
是吧？你有兴趣吗？
Next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up in
要4个人都有游戏才能
Visited
玩，
the
是不是
magic？ Neeb. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom.
要有游戏才能连线。
Spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle.
友情破裂游戏，嘿嘿。我来看一下，打中文搜寻得到吗？268块，下个月再买好了。好，下个月再说。你那个都 Switch 了，我又没有 Switch， 只能买 Steam。
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. There, and let them have a good chopping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite. Keep at it. A garden requires patience as much as water and sunlight. Now remember, a wand is not a trowel.
别来了。
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese... Now, see
你
that
有
dummy?
你有朋友的吧？
Toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
中国咬人甘蓝，什么东西啊？中国咬人甘蓝。
Levioso. Reparo. Protego. Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
使用咬人甘蓝攻击假人怎么用？非常工具人选择中国咬人甘蓝。 这里吧？对，没错。
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on.
为什么是中国咬人
Mum
甘
planted
蓝
some in
呢
her？ garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the denoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious
还要
little
写
bastards,
支
aren't
那
they?
咬人甘
My
蓝
kind
才
of
是
plants.
辱华吧？
Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such.
想
You
睡
can't be
觉了
above
吗
throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them
想
if
什
you're
么
keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get
想
the
面
idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
想我哦，
Take your time. I'll see you back
有
in
多
class.
有多想？那是是是。
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves, I shall end our lesson here.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing
你
digits.
是明天还是后天才回来
As？you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager
下-
to see your
下
skill in the
课就
soil
回来。
continue to blossom.
Oh.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad.
怕来不及
Herbology
去
is
车
a
站。
bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand as well as friendships. Kindness and
Hey,
concern
come
are
here,
as
boy.
necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself?
Chihuahua.
Very idea.
吉娃娃。
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented it.
吉娃娃。漂亮 JJ 的照片。
Wouldn't be surprised if Professor Bin.
Accio!
The last time I ever
someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even
有这回
heal
事。
a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all.
你要去睡觉了。
Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's
良
class is
心企业不
completed,
巧逼
each
了
of。you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might
再见。
need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients.
把这个任务接
Please
完，
be
我也要来睡。
meticulous when adding powder to your potions.
我以为可
One
以
errant
玩到
sneeze
一点，
could be disastrous.
但是，哦，嗯，这个帽子好丑。
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
Oh.
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your
This is
recent
Cena.
exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the
他胸
defensive
前的那个
Endurance
是
potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe
贴
from
纸
Jake
还是纹
Pickens,
身呢
correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from
日
the
后要
plants
自己
you
准
grow
备
in your
材料。
herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful.
哦，
Come and see me when
这
you've
么
finished
特别的
brewing,
纹身，
and we'll see if it was skill or luck the
胸
first
前
time
的
out.
那朵牡丹花。为什么会想要纹身纹在那里？但是他的用意是，可是他是 model 啊，他不是那个，而且他每一个 model 拍3张，是不是选3张？他就是每一个 model 都选3张照片的。应该说每一个衣服，然后都3张照片，3张照片。有啊，我知道，我刚刚在看。
My parents
好像没
considered
瞄到。
keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a...
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
那我来瞧瞧。嗯，各种避孕方式。进入医学院，面对各式各样的考试和读不完的书。呵呵。真的。
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh.
那这一套
But
是
she
有
can't be everywhere.
哦
Listen,
在手臂
any
内
old
侧。
troll-sized brain can brew an Endurance potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Whooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission,
这种衣服
perhaps you
我
could
真
grab
的
it
想
for
不
me.
透。 什么？你说纹身吗？我说的是，纹身就个人兴趣啦。但是我说的是这种衣服。
I'll get you the Fuipa feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fuipa feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Can you remind me what you needed again?
I was hoping you could get me a Fuipa feather from Sharp's office. It's the last ingredient I need to complete my potion.
Revelio.
哦，你说有纹身的那个？你喜欢这种短头发的？因为他的脸的加工的味道很重，就是修图的味道很重。对啊，但是就其他如果撇开修图的话，你喜欢这种短头发？そうです。电信跑掉。原来如此。
Your potion stations organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fuipa feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Adurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
印德固魔药。我必须使用魔药台调制印德固魔药。这个翻译好像都有点怎么讲，怪怪。捡起。
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it!
Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
你说什么？哪个
Sorry,
日本
Professor.
你说九妹合作的那种，
Again, Mr.
完全不会想要
do this
吃。
on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Adura's potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learned a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Yeah, 升级了。
Hello there. I heard an Exora lives in a hamlet outside of Hogsmeade. Think I'd want quite a life too,